Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. A lot of us do look at opportunities of making our money work for us. So initially we work hard and we earn some monies, and then the residual income that we have apart from our expenses, we try to invest it somewhere where it can work for us and give us good returns, rather than just keeping it in the bank. And we are always looking out for safe opportunities where safe options are available and we can put our money in a place or in an investment which can give us good returns, maybe slightly less returns, but it can work for us and it remains relatively safe without we having to work on it or give our day-to-day attention on it. And that opportunity a lot of people see in investing money in the share market, in stocks as we say. And this is more often with working people who are on rolls of a corporate or a company, because then they also get some tax benefits. So people do invest in shares or the stock market, and people do expect returns from it, and every now and then people also make mistakes. People also are at the receiving end of how the stock market behaves. Is there some way through astrology or through mundane astrology that we can look at tendencies to earn money through the stock market, through the share market, without taking undue risks or reducing the risks that we have? Now, the stock market will not behave according to your horoscope, right? That is a part of the mundane astrology. But if you need to invest money in stocks, how can you look at through your horoscope whether you have a less chance, a high chance, or a very high chance of making money through stock market, through investing in shares? And then the second question is, when should you invest the money and where you should invest the money, in what stocks you should invest the money? I would like to give you some pointers on how one can move towards investing that kind of money to keep it relatively safe, though very high returns may not come by to you, but you may also look at what time to invest and whether in your horoscope there is a chance or an opportunity given to you through the stock market or not. But first, a shloka and a favorite one of mine. Arthat jane sahaya purushana mapad darnave pota yatra kale mantri jatakam pahaya naste para. I translate, there is nothing in the world like a horoscope to help men in the acquisition of wealth, to save them like a boat in a sea of troubles, and to serve them as a guide in their journey. So this shloka says that astrology will come to your rescue, astrology will help you to make wealth, astrology will help you to sail in a boat through a sea of troubles. And so you should depend on astrology to be guided even in the matters of wealth making. So how does astrology help you in wealth making? And that is an important question, especially related to the share market, because right now we are on that point. One house which stands out above all the houses in terms of wealth making and opportunities in the share market is the fifth house. The fifth house and the ninth house are trine houses, and more choices and freedom is given to you in matters of these houses compared to the Kendra houses, and I have also made videos on this about the Kendra houses and the trine houses. So obviously more freedom being given to you about the fifth and ninth houses, so you are able to take those actions. Second, the fifth and the ninth house are also the house of gains, and fifth house is also the house of risk taking and speculation. However, the ninth house is the 12th house to the 10th house, which means that losses of the 10th house can be seen from the 9th house. So if you have a very strong 9th house but a poor 10th house, which means that there may be more losses which may come to your career, especially if you are not doing the right thing and not acting in an ethical manner, because the 9th house is about values and ethics also, and the learning and the high learning that you have. Whereas the 5th house is the 5th to the Lagna and the 9th to the 9th house. So means 9th house being the house of fate and luck, 9th house to it is the 5th house. So the gains of your fate and luck will come from your 5th house. So where you play your luck, when you try your luck, is the 5th house. And that's why the 5th house is also the house of speculation, of risk taking, and that's why it is also the house of love and romance, because falling in love and not falling in love with the right person is also a risk you take in the matters of the heart. So the 5th house is the most primary house regarding risk taking, speculation, gambling, and the share market and stocks also. So if your 5th house is very poor, if the 5th lord is placed not very well, in poor aspects, in a bad yoga, debilitated or combusted, or bad aspects on it, or there are bad and negative aspects on the 5th house, more malefics on the 5th house, then the share market, the stock market is not for you, So both the 5th house strength and the 5th lord strength and placement is critical for you to have greater success in stock markets, and the more benefics are involved and less malefics are involved, the greater chance you have. You have a Saturn involved, then forget making huge amount of money and making very quick gains. Saturn is a planet which slows things down. Aspect of Saturn in the 5th house or being placed in the 5th house will reduce drastically your chances of making money through the stock market and through the share market. However, if you are a person of long term, you don't care too much about big returns, but you want more stability and security and steadiness, then Saturn placed in own sign or a friendly sign in the 5th house to a large extent will ensure that you don't make large losses, but at least some gains where stock market is concerned. So these are strong placements for that. Let's look at what are some other placements where you can make money in the stock market from. Since the 2nd house is the Dhanasthana and the 9th house is the Bhagyasthana, the 5th house being the house of speculative gains and Jupiter being the Karaka of wealth, all these get into play when speculative investments are made to bear fruit. The 8th house being the house of sudden gains and 11th house being the house of aspirations and general gains, the 7th house being the significator of trade and planet Mercury in good strength, all these factors add or have the quality to give speculative gains. So a combination of any 3 or 4 of these during a certain dasha can give gains through stock or through lottery. So the dasha of the 5th house planet placed in it, or the 5th lord, or the dasha of the 11th house planet placed in the 11th house or the 11th lord, if establishing connections with the 5th house, is a good time to look at investing in share market or the stock market. Generally, dashas involve the triangular houses, which is the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 8th, 9th, 11th and 12th, while transits give better results of the Kendra houses 1, 4, 7 and 10. And at any given time, a certain dasha is always on. So based on the current dasha, what planet it owns, its conjunctions, its aspects and the Karaka of the house, speculative investments could be made if all are favorable and relate to at least one house of gain, 2, 5, 9 or 11. No malefic aspect on the planet or the house and the Karaka of the house not malign. Only then is it safe to go ahead with a speculative investment such as stocks. Also, care should be taken in terms of how your 12th house is in dignity or in strength and how the 12th lord is placed, because the 12th house is a house of waste and excess and losses. So if the 12th house has bad malefic aspects or planets sitting in it, 12th lord is combusted or debilitated or placed with a Ketu, for example, or Saturn, then you need to be careful whether you still want to invest in stock market or not, because this is surely a placement of less or very less success in the stock market. So let's talk about some combinations. The 5th, the 2nd and the 11th houses and their lords should be well placed and well aspected in the birth chart for success in the stock market. The second lord, if exalted in the 5th house, conjoined with the lord of the ascendant, bestows winning luck in the speculative deals. Jupiter should be dignified and connected with the 2nd and the 5th houses and their lords for good share market gains. Also, another combination of the lord of the 11th house and of Jupiter, specially aspecting the 5th house, and the lord of the 5th house in turn aspecting the ascendant, then the native could acquire an ability to earn through speculative investments. The mutual reception between the lords of the 5th and the 11th houses bestows enormous success in speculations. Another combination is the second lord, when conjoined with the lord of the 5th house and posited in the 11th house, also renders good gains through speculatory activities. So, second house and the 11th house become the harbinger of success when connected to the stock market and the share market. If you have a poor second house, which is also the house of income, then definitely, even if the 5th house and the 11th houses are strong, but if the second house has bad aspects, bad transit over it, or the second lord condition is debilitated or combusted, then stock market is not for you. Especially if, even if the second house is strong, but if there is a bad transit over the second house in an inimical sign, for example Saturn transiting over the second house over Aries, and this is for a Pisces ascendant native, for example, then when Saturn is in a debilitation passing over the second house for almost 2.5 years, Saturn will be in transit over that house, then that period is the period not to take undue risks, not to invest in the stock market, and to ensure that you are safe in safe investments and in the safe shares, and to take out your money from risky speculative shares and put them into safer ones for this 2.5 years. If the lord of the 6th and the 11th houses are conjoined and placed in the 11th house, then too the native possesses good luck in gambling and lottery, especially if benefics are associated with the 6th house and the 11th houses. If the lord of the 6th house combining with an unafflicted Mercury and the moon gets located in the 11th house, then too the native can accumulate wealth through stock shares. The mutual aspect or reception or conjunctions between the lords of the 9th and the 10th houses or the ascendant, and the 10th houses or the ascendant, and the 9th house or the 2nd, and the 9th houses or the 2nd and the 11th houses, or the ascendant and the 11th houses, all tend to increase the earning capacity and give riches where the 9th and the 10th house are concerned. Exchange of lords of the 2nd and the 5th houses, or the 5th and the 11th houses, or the 11th and the 2nd houses also bring about gains in the stock market, especially if benefics get associated with them, the dasha of any of them is on, and if the lords of these houses are placed well in the horoscope and in good transits. So transits play an important role apart from the dasha that it is going through, especially when combinations are giving you an opportunity through your natal horoscope, through your birth horoscope, that you can make money through your investments in the stock market. So if 2nd house, 5th house, 11th houses are very, very strong, sharing energies, the dasha is good, but if a bad transit is on, then you will not make money. You may either remain at the same place that you started off with at the time of the beginning of the transit, or you will lose money. If there is a bad transit happening over the second house, the fifth house, or the 11th house, especially if Jupiter is debilitated in your natal horoscope and Jupiter transits over these, Ketu or Saturn transiting over these, especially if Saturn is through an inimical sign, Saturn through a friendly or its own sign over 2nd, 5th or 11th houses, will give you the status quo or some benefit, but also maybe losses if your karma that you are carrying forward, your prarabdha karma, is not good. So there is definitely a chance that you take investing in share markets if Saturn is transiting, even a good Saturn, over 2nd, 5th and 11th houses. So very important that you take note of what transits are in play before making investments in the stock market. The lords of the 5th and the 11th houses combining with Rahu or Ketu, if they get position in the 5th house, also indicates sudden gains, which can be connected to the stock market, as the nodes Rahu and Ketu, we know, impute suddenness or spring surprises. Some nakshatras also are important where stock market investments are concerned, and those nakshatras surely place their energies and contribute whether you get stock market success or not. Nakshatras such as Ashwini, Pushya, Hasta and Abhijit, these add to the gains in trading and speculative activities, especially when these nakshatras are getting connected to either your 2nd house or your 5th houses, and to an extent even the lagna. Now, based on the signs, stocks of certain commodity items will play a larger part than some others, and that's why based on which planets are very strong in your natal chart and they are going through good transits, you can also decide on what stocks to invest during that particular period. For instance, if you have a strong Aries, then investing in commodities such as rice, linseed, black pepper, ginger, pulses, medicinal plants, steel, machinery, wool, wheat, etc. can give you greater success. While Taurus rules over stocks, textiles, jute, clothes, cotton, sugar, wheat and many money matters. So while selecting stocks, see which is the strongest sign, what is your ascendant, what signs rule your 2nd house, 5th house and 11th house, especially what sign does the planet which the current dasha is on, and if that sign is strong and the current dasha lord is strong, then see which items and commodities it is connected to and buy those. And if you don't connect them and you invest in something which is contrary to the sign, then you may lose. For example, if you have a strong water sign whose dasha is on, the dasha of a Jupiter is on, and you have a strong Pisces sign, or the dasha of Mars is on and you have a strong Scorpio sign, or a dasha of Moon is on when you have a strong Cancer sign, then you can invest in stocks which are connected to liquids, for example, even breweries, or even connected to alcohol or spirits, or anything related to liquids or perfumes. But if you are connecting it to, if you are investing in more solid items which are contrary to the nature of water, especially in fire items during the dasha of Mars, when Scorpio is strong but Aries is weak, then you are taking a risk. Planets transiting in certain signs result in rise and fall of commodities as well to the current transits, and hence one should be careful of the transits. We have in front of us some historical data and instances, for example, of Harshad Mehta and what he did in stocks, and how he was caught, and how there was a time when his planetary placements were strong, his dasha was strong, his transit was strong, so he was the king of the stock market. and suddenly he fell, and there are many cases like Harshad Mehta who were reduced to the dust, who were dusted and who lost all their reputation, their stock, their money, and became a pariah to the stock market. On the contrary, we also have Warren Buffett, who is the sage of Omaha, as they say, who has had stupendous success in stock market. So very important that we learn through astrological placements. We understand the nature of our lagna, our 2nd, 5th and 11th houses, what dasha is on, what nakshatras are strong, the sign that whose Lord's dasha is on, and making use of all these, we invest some amounts, and if we get greater benefit and we have more confidence, only then we place a slightly higher trust in stocks. But if you ask me, the planets or the deities are not very favorable to those who want to make money without putting in effort, because without effort making money is a no-no. You need to put in effort, you need to put in hard work, and then you should earn money, is how the planetary energies play out. So investing large amounts of money in the stock market and asking your money to work for you is a danger or a dangerous risk that you take. So refrain from it. So friends, now that we have discussed about this, please check whether you have the capability and the potential to make money in the stock market, and decide diligently about how to go about it, when to go about it, what stocks to invest in, what to refrain from, and to be careful about the transits. Not to miss out if you are going through a Sadesati period, or you are going through a period of challenges, especially if you are in a relationship. The dasha period of your partner also will play a part, especially if you are investing money in their name or the name of your children. So friends, please like this video, please share this video, and if you are looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the links given below. And till some other time with some other video, this is your friend, astrologer and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.